Jordan Peele's X-ray vision. This creative nonfiction on the New York Times Magazine is about a director and comedian, Jordan Peele, and his atypical identity with the black community, which contributed to the success of his movie Get Out, a message for and from estranged African Americans in a white-dominated society. The author of this piece, Wesley Morris, is an African American Pulitzer winner who has a very strong opinion and focus on racism and its pop culture depiction. He is also a close associate of Peele and his family and friends. I believe that this contributed to the admiration, respect, and closeness tones we see in this article. Right from the start, Jordan Peele is depicted as someone who is quiet, unique, considerate, and thoughtful, and also very funny and charming and optimistic at the same time, which are all very positive adjectives. Morris also used a very purposeful organization to highlight Peele's positive qualities and downplays some certain aspects of his negativities, such as the fact that Peele curses a lot. But I don't think that this skewness in presentation prevents the piece from portraying the truth, because presentation only affects the emotions of the piece, but not the content and the facts that is conveyed. Morris tried his best to quote first-hand sources such as Peele himself and other people such as Michael Keyes and Peele's mother. He also has a deeper and more honest insight into Peele and his work by his personal experience, by his conversation with Peele, by the very fact that he is a friend of Peele's. So when reading this article, I certainly had many biases. First of all, I have known and loved Peele through his comedy sketches, so I have very positive expectations of Peele's images in this article. And also, I did not see Get Out the movie in person, so I only heard about it through my friends who gave very positive reviews. So I did place the movie and the messages in a higher position than normally. Last of all, the stereotypes about African American cultures makes this article more an interesting piece about black identity to me than anything else. However, after learning about the context behind the article, my interpretations did change. First of all, it's written roughly 1 year into Trump's presidency, which was highly controversial in its handling of racism and discrimination. Also, the movie itself is among the first of its kind in depicting horror and racism in America, and it is being nominated for an Oscar, so I believe that this article is not just trying to telling a story of a comedian and his successful movie, but it's also trying to describing a milestone in the black community's progression towards a more straightforward and truthful representation in popular culture, and consequently a more united voice in its fight against racism. So the positive, admiring, and respectful words that Morris used for Peele and his movie became words of realist critics into the visionary ideology, work, and struggle of Jordan Peele for me.